So my wife and I watched this video yesterday and it was absolutely insane and I just want to share it with you. So I'm going to be reacting to a reaction.
Apparently Belgium, big surprise what's happening. I wonder what's happening in Belgium. Maybe it's the same thing that's happening everywhere else.
Yeah, Belgium and all of Europe and parts of the USA and yeah.
This is Brussels, Belgium, the capital of the European Union.
Broad daylight.
Over 75% of the residents here are either foreigners without citizenship, foreigners with citizenship, or the children of these foreigners, rapidly turning real Belgians into a minority in their own capital city.
Yeah, and leftists and their delusion still try to deny the Great Replacement. I mean, it's so obvious. I mean, it's happening right in front of us.
And if you commit the crime of noticing the problems these new
78% of them are foreign background?
When I did an internship in an elementary school because of my college studies, elementary school education, this internship happened in a first grade that had 80% migration background. Of course, their German was horrible. You could barely talk to them. To some, you couldn't talk at all. And then they wonder, why is our education dropping? Why is our education so horrible here in Germany? I wonder why. I wonder why.
Oh my God. How does that even happen?
Belgians bring
leftism. Easy.
To the city, you might just go to jail.
What?
Yeah, this happens later in the video, and I guess they're about to explain it, but if you point out the statistics that certain foreign groups are a lot more violent and criminal, you actually go to jail. You actually just go to prison, and they will explain this in the video, so I guess we'll get there. So a little spoiler here, but now it's too late, I guess.
They raided me, they took me out of bed, they came into my private home, they stole all of my devices. So this is really a form of state terror.
So I met up with Dries van Langenhoven, a Flemish nationalist on trial for hate speech after stating the consequences of mass migration.
So he merely pointed out facts, and the judge in court even agreed that the facts are true. She never denied them. She agreed that the facts are true, the statistics are true, but just for pointing them out, for reading them out loud, he went to prison.
The Great Replacement is
It's illegal to tell the truth now. It's illegal to point out facts.
replacing the natives of Europe by people and cultures and identities that are completely foreign and most of the time even hostile to Europe.
Isn't it crazy how much things have changed? Because like 3 or 5 years ago, you couldn't even mention this.
You obviously still cannot mention this. I mean, it changed a little bit, sure. Thanks to Elon Musk buying Twitter X, you can now post things on X. Foreign crimes that the media on TV won't cover, you can now post them on X. So yeah, things changed a little bit, I guess, but normies who are not terminally online, who work a 9-to-5 job, who are not constantly on the internet, who do not use Twitter or X all day long, they still won't see it. Yeah, it improved slightly, but it's still really bad. Especially if you go to prison if you merely point out facts. Statistically true, objectively true facts. Provably.
And now it's just like being stated as like an obvious fact that this is what's going on. We have made so much progress.
A little.
It is insane.
Men are very horny.
Thank God.
Here, mostly immigrants.
It's nice to have people from everywhere that bring their food and everything.
I don't want to live in a country where there's Pakistanis delivery.
So she hasn't been affected yet. You know, it's easy to say these things and virtue signal if you haven't been affected yet. But also it's actually just evil, in my opinion, to ignore the statistics. You see how the rates are higher than ever before, and you still have the audacity to say that everything's fine. It's just insane. These people are so brain dead.
Goy slob everywhere. That's just not the future that I want for my children.
If we
This guy's great.
want to, we can send back home millions within a matter of days or weeks.
Let me show you the benefits of Brussels' increasingly diverse population right outside of a major train station overrun with drug dealers, violent crime, and
Look, cultural enrichment, yay!
prostitution.
What the fuck?
What are your thoughts on this behavior?
Weird, then don't vote for it. The thing is, leftists have a lot more women than people on the right. Like, women are overwhelmingly on the left. So if you see a woman, chances are she voted for the left. Well, you voted for this. You find it weird? You voted for this. You're scared to go outside at night? You voted for this. Probably. Okay, not all women. Some women are great, but I'm just saying, okay?
It's
yeah,
weird.
instantly the glass
Wait,
is broken.
the glass is broken too.
Okay, so right outside the train station, things
Oh my
get instantly
God.
a little shicey. You want to say hi?
Look at this. It's just a. Isn't it crazy that this? Oh my God.
What's up?
How you doing? Where are you from?
We watched this, dude.
Algeria.
That's what you
How is
thought.
Algeria?
Sí, bueno, Algeria.
Bueno. ¿Qué es tu opinión de
What's your opinion on
Belgium?
Belgium?
¿Qué?
Son of a bitch, you're a.
Las putas
Puta de
en...
merda.
¿Aquí?
Sí, Algeria, sí.
Ay,
sí,
ay, ay.
Bélgica, sí, Gardino.
Gorditas? Okay.
You want this in your country?
Okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay.
Vedra.
Okay,
What?
nice fellas, I think.
What the fuck?
Yo.
The fuck are they talking about?
Huh? What does he say?
Página,
What's Paja? What's Paja?
Contact Instagram.
Ah!
YouTube.
No, listen.
Oh, they
you
want
wanna
to
say
know
what's
where he's
up?
coming
Say
from.
what's up? Tyler.
Need your business.
Good to meet you.
Uh huh.
Yeah. No problem.
And now imagine this at night.
See my face.
Hey, okay, good.
I talk my
Okay,
life.
where you from?
Imagine, dude, you spawn in and you already have 3 Nevrons pressing you. Dude,
Tell me.
that's crazy.
As a man during daylight. Now imagine being a woman at night. And there are not just these people here, okay? There are a lot more shady people, a lot more violent, aggressive, and criminal people.
Africa, I've never been.
Look at this.
We just split 'em. Hey, it's good. Relax.
Oh my
Come with me,
God.
walk with me. Come, how are you? How are you? Let's talk. Let's walk and talk. Keep in mind, we literally just walked out the train station.
I love how people are trying to say we watched this already. I think it really goes to show wherever these people go, the same problems go. Isn't that crazy? Anywhere where these people end up at, you have the same things, the same issues, the same problems, the same way. I don't know, guys. I think there's probably a pattern there.
Why did the crimes in every country increase since mass immigration? In every country with mass immigration, the crimes went up.
Everything's so tense.
No, yeah, I wonder why.
Prostitution.
I talk myself. You not talk to me.
No, I want to talk to you.
You where from?
Texas, USA.
I come from Europe.
That's
long
right.
time.
I see.
I need my life is good.
see.
My people.
I see.
My
Of course your life is good. You can travel all through Europe. Europe is one huge vacation ground for you. Every country just pays your entire life. You don't have to work. You can just stab people. If someone points out, hey, this guy stabbed someone, that's bad, then you're a racist and it's hate speech. These people can do whatever they want. They don't work, they just stab, they commit crimes. They get their entire lives paid. They can travel all through Europe. Their life is a huge vacation. All of Europe is one huge vacation ground for them. Their entire lives is a vacation where they can do whatever they want. If you say anything against the crimes that they commit, then you're a racist and a Nazi and a bigot and all these buzzwords the leftists enjoy throwing around.
We just walked out of the
Oh my
ladies over
God.
here
Look at-
are
they're just sitting
some of the
around.
services. They obviously don't want to be filmed.
Of course they are just sitting around. What else would they do? Work? Work? Why would they work if they don't have to? If they get their entire lives paid?
It's legal, yeah.
Where are we? Do we know? What is the name?
They hate cameras. I've seen so many of these videos, they hate cameras. And I think it's obvious why. Because these are shady people. They probably deal drugs and who knows what else.
Just walking around talking.
It's the same for all of them.
Okay.
Oh my God.
No problem.
This is happening
Not
all
you,
over Europe,
not you.
everywhere.
We're walking.
Holy
walking.
shit.
You're beautiful. We love you. We love you. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Yo, we walked into a war zone just now. I'm gonna be real.
Europe is a war zone, actually.
You're probably thinking, Tyler,
Yeah.
this is a no-go zone. The rest of Brussels can't be this bad, right?
This is probably, let me guess, that's the starter zone.
Here's some guys screaming behind us.
Yeah, and the people in front of us as well are quite shady, but this is a dangerous square if you come here at the worst.
Yep. During broad daylight, people around, they don't care. Why would they care? They can do whatever they want. Because if you say anything against it, you're a racist. You are not allowed to point out the crimes of criminals. Of foreign criminals. These people are the most protected and at the same time the most criminal group.
Oh, see, guys, it's, oh, whoa.
at the bad timing.
Someone just threw a beer. Who threw
Really?
it? This is one big melting pot right
It
here.
is.
And
Even-
does everyone get along here?
Those depends on the days, you know, it depends on the rainy days.
And I noticed the birds threw a
Look at this cultural enrichment. Yay. How about we import even more of them? Why not?
can of,
Diversity, yay!
another bird threw an energy
wow.
drink at us.
That is
Oh, that was a second one. He said another. I thought it was like a recap, like playing the previous clip again. Oh, so this was a second one? I mean, of course. Who's surprised? Why was I surprised?
that I didn't see coming.
Did you see that?
Really?
I saw the energy drink.
So was it that guy?
Yeah, I don't know if it was that guy, but
Oh.
I didn't see it coming.
Since when did the birds start throwing energy drinks at us?
No, that we didn't see.
Let's see, maybe 2015?
Most squares in the neighborhood here used to be very nice, but in the past, let's say 20 years, a lot has changed in Brussels.
I'm actually surprised there's nobody trying to wash their clothes or bathe in the public, fountain.
That happens where I live. In my hometown. Well, not hometown, I moved here a few years ago. But yeah, that absolutely happens here. They just shower in the fountains. Well, I guess it's better than not showering at all. Or is it? I don't know. I don't want to see them naked or shirtless or whatever.
I find this to be kind of a surprise. I was expecting to see that.
Yeah, it happens here where I live.
I thought that's what we were about to
Definitely
get.
since 2015.
How are you doing, man?
Where are you from?
USA. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Donald Trump.
You want to say what's up? Morocco?
How are you?
USA. How you guys doing? How do you guys like Brussels?
From Morocco, bro.
How long you guys been here
Yeah.
in Brussels?
J'ai perdu ma vie ici, moi. Ça fait 14 ans que je suis là, moi, frère.
I've been here with no visa for 4 years.
6 months ago.
But you might be
Wow.
wondering, where did all the Belgians here go? What is the Great Replacement?
The Great Replacement is replacing the native ethnocultural peoples of Europe by people and cultures and identities that are completely foreign and most of the time even hostile
We
to
watched
Europe.
this.
So the importing basically of
The
millions
demographic
of third worlders
infographic.
into European communities. In Brussels right now, 90% of young people, so below 18 years of age, are foreign. They are migrants.
90% of people under 18 are migrants?
Yep.
Oh my god.
As I said, this internship class where I worked in an elementary school, 80% migration background that don't speak German. And then Germany wonders, why is our education level going down? Why is everybody getting so dumb here? Math too, by the way, like just all over the board, all subjects. Import low IQ, become low IQ. Import the third world, become the third world.
That is what the fuck?
Yep, crime statistics go up. What was it in Germany? The about 14% non-Germans commit 41 or 43% of the crimes? Something like that. And those are statistics from years ago. It's probably worse now.
That's insane.
Yep.
So
Holy
this
shit.
city is just not a Belgian city anymore, and the 10%
Yeah.
other people,
I'd say so.
they are also thinking about moving out of the city. So this city
The
is
last
just not a
10%,
Belgian
yeah.
city anymore, and we see this phenomenon spreading around Brussels, but also in Antwerp, in Ghent, in many cities in,
Oh my
in Belgium.
In many cities, you mean all of Europe?
God.
They're just not Belgian cities anymore, and this problem is spreading like an oil spill until there will be no part of
Hey, look at this cultural enrichment. Woo! Yippee! More of them. Let's import more of them. Yippee!
Flanders anymore, no part of Belgium anymore
Yeah.
that is Belgian.
And what is their rationale for importing this many people into
Wow.
Belgium?
Many different reasons, but the two main reasons are cheap labor, the importing of cheap labor. That's why big finance, these big powers, ruthless capitalists want to import as many people as possible.
By the way, a lot of them don't work. They have much higher unemployment than here in Germany, than Germans. Germans work more. These foreigners have much higher unemployment. They just leech off of the social system and just get their lives paid and commit crimes. That's what they do.
Then you have the leftists who want new voters. They betrayed the white working class voters.
This guy is so based.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the people who come here, the people who are being imported, they of course want to stay here because they get their entire lives paid. They live off of the social system. This is a whole welfare vacation continent for them. And then of course they will keep voting for whoever wants them to stay here, which is the left. So these foreigners will vote left.
He actually gets it.
So they now want to
I like this
import
guy.
third worlders to vote for them, and they will
Yes.
hand out welfare checks like candy in order to receive
Exactly.
these votes.
So, all
He
of
gets
this
it.
to say, is remigration at scale a possibility?
I do think it is a possibility, and actually the only thing that stands in the way of large-scale remigration is political will. We have the boats, we have the planes, we have the trains,
have the
we
boats.
The cars. If we want to, we can
just
send
use the
back
boats.
home millions within a matter of days or weeks.
Which would be great. I mean, with these people, there are so many problems. So, if millions of these people are being imported, they need housing, right? So, for natives, housing prices go up. Then a lot of these people are unemployed. So, they get social money from the state, and then for the natives, the taxes go up. The very few that do work, make the job market harder for the natives. It's just problems after problems. And the crimes, of course the crimes. And the crimes are really bad. What I see every single day on X, the beheadings, the decapitations, the knife stabbing into the throat from behind, the things that I see on X every day. You have no idea. Unless you do. But if you're a normie, you don't.
And I would say, even if the possibility is so small that it's near impossible, it is still our duty to try to do this. Because the alternative is horrible.
My wife thinks that Europe is probably lost. That it's probably over. Yeah, she might be right. I still have like a few sparkles of hope left. But hey, who knows? It might actually be over.
How old were you when you committed the crime of hate speech?
When I was in my early 20s as a student. And I also founded the political youth movement Schild en Vriend, which rapidly became the biggest and most important political youth movement.
Oh no, far right. It's crazy how we just want peace. We just want peace and safety. My wife is afraid to go outside alone. We just want peace and safety for us. I want it for me, for my wife, for Germany. For Europe, we just want safety. And these leftists keep importing these criminals. It's insane. And okay, big tech, big companies, okay, they want cheap labor, alright. But what about the normal citizens? They are just brainwashed. Why do they agree? Well, it's because it sounds good, right? It's about the optics. They just want to be good people. Oh, we have to help these poor criminals. Oh, well, they won't use this wording, right? These poor people. We gotta help them. And oftentimes they live in gated communities. They have nothing to do with these foreigners. They are far away from them. They are not in contact with them. And then it's easy to say, oh yeah, these poor people, right? But if you're actually affected, then, well...
In the country.
Who was charged with the crime?
I was charged with the crime along with 6 other activists, members of these group chats. We were convicted to...
This is the reason, keep in mind, why I always support, weaponizing the legal system. It's because these people do it too.
These people are crazy. I saw something that every president in the USA that has ever been assassinated was assassinated by a leftist. All the attempts on Donald Trump, the successful attempt on Charlie Kirk, these people are crazy. If you just say your opinion, it's hate speech, and then they shoot around, and these people are crazy.
You have to do it back to them.
A prison sentence even for memes in a private group chat. And I have to say...
went to prison for memes in a private group chat.
Memes that I myself did not share, did not make, and did not even see.
Because at the time, Dries was really one of the only loud voices speaking out against the rapid importation of foreigners into Belgium.
He just wants safety. It's so insane to me how this is even a debate. How is it even a topic? We don't want these clearly much more violent, much more aggressive, much more criminal people here. We don't want them here, and these leftists want more of them. It's insane. And then sometimes, what about the good ones? What about the few good immigrants? I care more about my wife's safety, about my safety, about my people's safety, than the few good immigrants. This is a matter of priorities.
Hebben inderdaad massale remigratie nodig. Saving Western civilization, of saving European culture. Well, there is nothing more important than that.
So, 8 years later, let's go visit a neighborhood gifted with the very diversity Dries was fighting against. Go speak to the new face of Brussels.
My own great-grandparents would probably have a heart attack if they would return to this city, this once great and beautiful city. The only people that it was good for were these ruthless international capitalists who drained all the money and then fled off to other tax havens.
That's actually so sad. Imagine you're like great grandpa fighting in war to defend his country, to defend your country, and now this is happening. Overrun by criminal, violent foreigners. The thing he fought to prevent, and now it happened anyways, and he risked his life.
And then these Moroccans and Turks that came here, they just never left. And then they started importing all of their families. That was the first wave. And then the second wave has...
That's one of the things is that, like, they say, oh, well, we need younger people. But then the younger people that come over bring over all of their older family members. So the problem never actually solves itself. Now, them saying that is a lie. Because if that was actually the focus, you wouldn't let them bring their whole family.
Massive import of people from all over the world, sometimes for cheap labor, but many times as well fake refugees, fake asylum seekers.
Dries, how does this end? How do you escape the doom loop?
Well, mass remigration is the only peaceful solution we have left, and I think we have a window of about 10 years to still enact this, because in Brussels, for example, about 90% of the youth is foreign. They are migrants. So once these people get of age and are able to vote, there's no way we're ever going to be able to vote for remigration. But if we are able to convince the big cohort of white boomers that are still present in the country to vote for remigration, then we still have a shot at solving this in a peaceful way.
I'm from Romania.
Romania.
If you want to do that, the best way to do it is to put the boomers in harm's way of the migrants.
That's true. People respond to consequences. Or to incentives, as he likes to say. Maybe they don't know how bad it is. Maybe they know, but they want to virtue signal they're not affected. They live in their safe, gated communities. Or also, I think a lot of people cannot immerse or imagine statistics properly. To them, it's just numbers. Oh, the rapes are higher and more frequent than ever before in the history of the country. Oh, well, that's bad. Oh, on the graph it says 80 now. Instead of 20 10 years ago? Oh damn, 80, that's a higher number than 20, oh damn. But they don't actually realize how bad this is in real life, in reality, in practice.
You have to make it to where they're the ones getting attacked by the migrants and robbed and stuff like that. You have to have that happen.
You have to make them realize the numbers. So it's not just numbers anymore to them.
Because unless they're the ones that are personally suffering from it, then they're never going to understand that they're doing something wrong. How? Well, like here would be some good ways to do it. You could change zoning to where like near retirement homes and other places that a lot of older people are at, you had refugee centers in that area. You could pay to, for example, having apartment buildings near those areas so the refugees will rob them and, attack them. I think that that's another way to do it. I think that schools is another good way, like putting them near schools.
What I don't like about a lot of humans, a lot of people, they lack the ability to think long term into the future. Like this is only gonna get worse. It's already super bad. And it's only gonna get worse. The more that come in, the more that are being imported, the worse it gets. And people lack the ability to think ahead of how much worse it's gonna get. And it's already really bad. Like if you consider the development over the last 10 years, it's gotten only worse. Crime has steadily increased the entire time. Crimes went up, and it's only gonna get worse. And I find it crazy how people lack the ability to think ahead into the future.
And like I think also like raising money to afford like let's say a house in like a nice gated community. Put 10 refugees in that house.
Like you might not have been affected yet, but the chances of you being affected go up every single day.
10 migrants with machetes in that house. And I think that you're going to see, like situations. You're a bigot. I don't care what you call me.
Oh, password, Nazi, racist, bigot, xenophobic. All these passwords the leftists like to throw around if someone on the right just wants to live in a peaceful and safe place. Oh, such an evil person. He wants his family to be safe. So evil. I hate these people.
Right? It doesn't matter. You call me, say whatever you want. I think this is what would work. I think it would work and it would change their perspective.
Nowadays, some people will actually think you're evil if you just want to live in a safe place. You have to think about this. Let it marinate for a second. That's actually the world we live in right now. You want to live in a safe place and people call you and people insult you. Isn't that insane? It's actually like we're living in a circus, in a nightmare, in a circus nightmare. And these people, these leftists with their nose rings and their colored hair and their rainbow colors and everything, they actually do look like clowns. So we're actually living in a circus. They behave like clowns, they look like clowns. We're living in a circus. It's the age of clowns and circuses.
The moment that you put people's their lives on the line and like you put their well-being on the line, then they'll be more willing to think for themselves, right? Because again, like they're the ones signing other people up to the same things that like, and think about really what I'm saying here. I'm saying that these people should live with the consequences of what they would be voting on. They would be voting to have these people live next to somebody else. But for some reason, it's now unthinkable that you would want to have those people live next to them.
I love consequences. I think everybody should live with the consequences of what they voted for. If a woman voted for these people to be imported and then becomes a victim, how could I possibly feel sorry for her? She voted for this. She voted for these people coming in. Now she becomes a victim. Yeah, consequences of your voting actions. You voted for this.
Well, why not? Think about this. And once a few of them get hacked up or get, robbed or killed, then I think that their perspective on these, the enrichment of people like this, I think it's going to change.
That's exactly what I said earlier. The inability, the incapability to think long term.
And that's what I would do. I would personally affect them.
I tried to find a job.
Yeah, how was it?
For the moment, they say I must wait for papers.
He's pissing over there.
This is legal.
Ah, sorry, man. Culture shock.
Culture shock. Yeah, isn't this insane that this is legal? It's insane to me. What about Germany? It might be legal by now. I mean, Germany has really gone to crap. Germany has been crapified. It might be actually legal by now, who knows? We used to have a proper country, you know? I remember being about 13 years old, and a friend of mine didn't live far away. I went outside at night to visit him at like 10 or 11 p.m. And there was zero fear, zero danger. Now, I would not want my wife to go outside at night. Now, in 2026. It's way too dangerous. It's actually way too dangerous. So this country has gone to crap.
I guess everyone's pissing out here. Holy sh! This is all piss.
Yeah, that's all piss.
Piss and shit.
It's not raining here.
This is cultural enrichment.
Just piss and shit. Oh my god, it's...
You better appreciate this. This is cultural enrichment.
It's disgusting.
No, it's
wow.
cultural enrichment.
Oh my god.
Here, we're under a bridge.
Oh,
so I thought it was raining,
it's disgusting.
But turns out it was urine.
Holy
B-roll
fuck.
collection, my cameraman interrupted this astrophysicist advancing the theory of relativity.
Isn't this, here.
Oh my god.
I want to show you something.
Here, we're under a bridge.
Oh,
So I thought it was raining,
it's disgusting.
but turns out it was urine.
Holy
B-roll
fuck.
collection.
Wait for Isn't this poetic? Next to the house and the piss and the shit, and the guy literally pissing there. Right next to that, it says "Stop deportation." Yeah, sure. More of them, right? Keep importing. And of course the flag there. And I don't know how some people can be that stupid. It's actually insane to me.
Cameraman interrupted this astrophysicist advancing the theory of relativity.
This physicist.
Yeah.
Okay. I told you. They had cameras. I told you.
Congratulations. Hey, guys.
I live here.
We're doing documentary. Calm down. How are you? My name's Tyler.
These doctors here, these engineers here, hate cameras.
I live here. That's why I don't my shoes. Wait,
walking through the
wait a
sidewalk.
minute. He doesn't have his shoes on. There's piss everywhere. What the fuck is wrong with him?
That's cultural enrichment.
Oh my god.
So we come in peace. Good to meet you. And if you want to fight, you'll get a fight. You know that, right? Don't be stupid now, boy. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. I'm being serious. We don't have time.
Don't be stupid.
Okay, yourself too. Anyways. Tunisian, I see.
See, these people are so aggressive and dumb. Like, what did he even do? He just walked there. Oh, with a camera, okay, he's a vlogger. Maybe he's recording a WhatsApp message for his mom. Like, what's the problem?
Oh, nasty.
Is that a piss bottle?
That's
Why?
piss. They're throwing piss at us.
It's so disgusting. How do you do this?
Cultural enrichment.
Nasty.
يعني 1500 ايجار بيت 700 فواتير عندي 7 اولاد مصروف
I have 7 kids.
Oh, so you don't work?
No work.
Ask him if he gets money from the state.
CBS CBS country بيطالن.
Of course.
قديش بالشهر؟ يعني
2,500 euros a month. It's like, I don't know, $2,800 or something? I don't know.
أنا باخذ حوالي 2500.
And he does not work. I told you.
2500 euro
per month from the state.
Yeah.
But also free apartments.
Wow.
And electricity and water and
Nice.
money بس بيروح كله.
I hate these languages. If I have to hear these languages anymore, I walk on the German sidewalk, I enter a German bus, and all I hear is foreign languages. And my wife is actually really skilled with languages. She knows a lot of languages. She once told me in the bus that she just heard 3 different languages. 0 of them were German in a German bus. It's insane.
And he's still complaining. And he's still, oh my God.
Of course he's still complaining. Why wouldn't he? He's only getting paid 2,500 a month for doing nothing. That's not even 5,000. And then he would still complain probably.
بيت فواتير مصروف أكل.
Oh, wow.
Money finish.
I see it stop.
Apartment, eat.
Hi.
You can say Europe is the way like you can fulfill your dreams here, and Europe supports you, and Europe give you the opportunities to live here and support your family.
And do nothing, exactly. Not work. Yeah, I bet that is a dream for you.
I don't want to live in a country where there's Pakistanis delivering goy slop everywhere. That's just not the future that I want for my children.
Sure. How do you guys like Belgium?
How about that?
Yeah, I think here, we have a little bit.
A little bit of freedom you can... This makes me so mad. What do you mean a little bit of freedom? You can travel all across Europe. Every country pays your entire life. You don't have to work. You can do whatever you want. You can commit crimes. Nobody punishes you. A little bit of freedom. Oh my God.
They have a good choice, to come here because everybody knows Brussels or Belgium.
Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. It's like, you know what's crazy?
Yeah, that's what they do all day long.
You might be wondering, why is Brussels such an...
Of course. Of course. Of course that's what the kid is doing. Now imagine this kid growing up and being a grown-up.
attractive location for migrants entering the EU? And
what do you mean?
Why is she doing this? Does she not enjoy the smell she voted for? And there's a very high chance she voted for this. A very high chance. Why don't you sniff it more? This is what you voted for. Why don't you do this cultural enrichment?
They just why she's oh my God.
Benefits does the government here give you once you get
$2,000?
to Brussels
That's
humanitarian hub to find out.
Thank you. Hi.
I told you. I told you. They hate cameras.
I knew they have shit everywhere too.
Of course.
Where's the door? Where's the door? I'm looking for the door. Where's the door? Where's the door?
I told you.
Okay, then we have no problem. Relax. Relax.
Go away. Tyler here, now I know he's not from Brussels, at least I'm pretty sure he's from the USA, but he could be from Belgium. And they tell him go away? They probably tell native citizens here to go away. From their own country. The entitlement.
Relax. You two, alright?
Look at him. Look at him. Oh my God.
Is illegal?
Nobody is illegal.
Ah, do you agree with that?
I must say I disagree.
But you might be wondering why these young men traveled across the world through several safe countries to get all the way to Belgium.
Free money.
I'm from Palestine, but I'm born in Lebanon.
Born in Lebanon?
Yeah.
Gambia.
Morocco. How do you like it here in Belgium?
It's good. Just
yeah, I bet it's good for you. I bet.
I arrived from 3 years and now
let me guess, he does not work.
my life it's stable now.
Yeah, thanks to taxpayer money, of course.
Situación aquí, comida
They give you a place to sleep
lugar
well, of course.
To sleep, they do.
Of course.
Las personas simpáticos.
Yes,
So
of
basically
course.
what they do is they just go in there and they sleep and eat, and then afterwards they just stand around like NPCs all day?
Of course.
Is that really what this is? I mean,
Of course. What else would they be doing?
there's no way that's what's happening, right? I mean,
Yes.
that's insane.
Muy bueno. ¿Tú tienes un trabajo aquí?
Job, yeah.
Of course. Sure.
Have they been giving you guys food, like shelter?
Yeah.
They are giving food, clothes, everything.
Okay.
But the place to sleep.
You found work in the last 3 years?
Here no, because
Of course
I
not.
have medical.
Oh.
Like a check every month to help you survive?
Yeah, everything. Not all me. All people who live there we're not working. or medical.
Medical issues. He looks like he could sit in an office to me. He looks like he could sit down and type on a keyboard. Well, okay, maybe the mental capacity is not there. I mean, okay.
They should have all people.
They shouldn't be importing people from the third world who will do this for very bad wages, in very bad living conditions. That's just not what I want.
And here's the big question. Inevitably, many of these jobs will be automated. What happens to them after it's automated?
Well, then you have
to... probably they will be giving universal credit to all of these people. And they will not be going home, of course. The welfare state is too generous in Belgium, even and especially for people who don't have a job. Happening right now, we're importing third worlders, but our most productive, our most innovative and ambitious young people, they're leaving Belgium and the Netherlands and Western Europe.
When these foreigners are replaced by AI, they will work even less. So the small amount that actually works will be replaced and not work, and they will not go back. So that will be even worse for the social system and even worse for the taxes. I mean, who pays them? Taxpayer, you.
Then we headed towards a metro station engulfed in an ongoing turf war between rival drug gangs.
What do you mean? That's cultural enrichment.
Do the locals here feel safe?
Oh my god.
What are your thoughts on what's going on here?
What I can say about the recent things that have been going on here is that this is gang wars. It's between them. It's not against us or the normal people.
Oh, great. Oh, nice. Well, it's not a problem then, huh?
Use this metro twice a day. Okay. Every time an incident happened here, I was 1 hour away from the incident, but I never felt unsafe because I know this is between them and not against us.
What do you think of women?
Oh, well, then let's just let them do their stuff, huh? Surely no one will ever be caught in the crossfire.
Feel in these environments?
Oh, this is not a good environment for women. Well, Brussels generally is unsafe for women.
Of course.
I think men are very horny here.
Brussels men are very horny here. What kind of men? Oh, right. Of course.
But
who?
Mostly immigrants. Immigrants that.
Yep. Proven by statistics, by the way. So if you don't want to believe this random guy here, statistics, official police reports, and I'll put my camera up here so you can see the chat. Asman's chat.
From third world countries, second world countries.
Let's watch this again.
But
who?
Mostly immigrants. Immigrants that from third world countries, second world countries.
And do you understand Flemish or Belgian people that say we don't want the country to become like this?
So there's one of them. This is your enemy. This is why the world is going down. This is why the world is going to crap. I want you to really pay attention.
Fake news, fake news.
Fake news for real?
For real.
For real?
You'll have to do your own research. That's your project. Okay, I don't have time for this. But
I really like Brussels.
Okay.
There's a lot of good food.
What are the best things about Brussels? Add some positivity here.
The good food.
Okay.
I'm going to eat now Pakistani food, which is so good. You should try it.
Okay. Okay.
And Brussels is fun.
Okay.
You know, center of Europe. There's NATO here also.
Okay. Okay.
It's nice to have people from everywhere that bring their food. And
Really? Because of the food. I guess you haven't properly been affected yet.
Okay.
You would agree with that?
I would say food is great, but it would be easy to actually go to a foreign country and learn the dish and bring it back home.
Is that what you're saying? You'd rather go to Yemen?
I can Google Yemeni recipes.
I gotta say, it can't be that hard to make a Yemeni
Just look it up.
dish.
Actually, yesterday is quite hard, actually.
Okay.
Master the rice. Food, do you think? I'm also very skeptical of how you portray stuff.
Portray, she says. Official police reports. Official statistics over the past 10 years. Crimes shooting up, skyrocketing into the sky, to the sun. Also, this guy, Tyler, he literally just interviews people. I don't think he usually gives his opinion.
What do you... Yeah.
I had a sense.
What you had the sixth sense of what? That I'm a great guy?
I kind of have a sense of what you're doing. I think in life you can portray everything the way you want to portray it. You know,
these are the kinds of people who I would have migrants live next door to them.
Exactly, because she does not seem to understand yet.
These are the people that I would do it to. I would.
These are the people who like to just look away, virtue signal for optics. Also, I don't like the term virtue signaling, because that makes it sound like they have virtue. I prefer virtue faking.
And
because the real virtue should be to protect yourself and your loved ones and your people, right? Real virtue in Germany would be to protect Germans, in my opinion. That's real morals, I would argue. To protect your loved ones.
This problem would resolve itself one way or another sooner or later, and you wouldn't have to deal with it. That's what I would do. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds really mean, but keep in mind that every single person that advocates for this is doing the same thing to a person who they don't know.
That's why suicidal empathy is such a good expression. Because, okay, sure, empathy is nice and all, but too much of it, targeting the wrong people, with these really criminal, violent, aggressive perpetrators, these culprits, you show them empathy and not the victims? Not your own people? It's crazy.
It's framing.
What do you think I'm missing out here? What would you like to share?
It's just a Wikipedia, and Wikipedia is a collaborative platform. Anyone can write anything about it.
Not anyone. That's actually not true, but I get what you're saying.
I love Wikipedia. I'm a big Wikipedia fan.
I'm actually a big hater of Wikipedia. It's compromise. There's very specific people who can actually moderate and edit the. But you know, I like the idea, right?
Yes.
It's a good idea.
Some Wikipedia lords.
Exactly.
Sure.
In this train station, there have been plenty of shootings with Kalashnikovs, youngsters on scooters delivering drugs, shooting up the place. I don't think that's really worth the exalted.
Why don't the police just go get them?
Because that would be racist.
Food.
Why do you think those people...
You can be honest with your solution.
No, not recommended. I think to solve problem, you have to go down deeper into the source of those problems.
What is the source of the problem? Is that the people are here.
For example, if you start fighting me, I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna say he's a bit weird.
Sure.
But to solve it, really, I want to know why.
I don't want to know why. Why would I care? Why would I care why these people are violent? Is it low IQ? Whatever it is, I don't care. They make my home dangerous. And sure, if you can somehow make them better, okay, but it's not working. They are not getting better. Many of them have been here for 10 years and still commit crimes. It's their culture. Or low IQ, I don't know, but they are violent.
Maybe because your parents hit you or you feel depressed and so you hit people.
So now they are allowed to stab and behead and decapitate people who took them in? So if my parents hit me, I can now go to another country and commit crimes and behead people? Is that her logic here? There's obviously no logic at all.
So because you're depressed, so you just pull out a gun and shoot people?
Exactly.
It's okay. Well, fuck that.
Like, why would you care about the reason? The first priority should be safety.
Like, I mean, this is not... The thing is that... And this is not a principle that she actually has, by the way. The moment that some person sexually assaults her or something because they were, you know, like their life story is sad, I have a feeling that she probably wouldn't be okay with that.
Yeah. If someone rapes her, she will not say, oh, it's fine. Your parents probably hit you. It's okay. No.
So the entire concept for this is there's always understanding for whenever the victims are not yourself. This is and this is what makes these people so pernicious and evil, is that they have ultimate and absolute empathy for situations that have nothing to do with them.
Exactly.
But the moment that the situation has something to do with them, their principles immediately change. And that's the reason that I have such a big problem with these people. She's an idiot? Well, it's worse than that. It's that she is a self-serving idiot.
There's no logic, there's no morals, there's no long-term thinking. There's no thinking involved at all, really.
I don't know why some of these people are so warped. They're warped because they don't have to deal with it. She can say these things and feel like she's a good person, and she never has to deal with getting robbed or assaulted or anything else.
In my opinion, you're a good person if you advocate for safety.
So the reward structure in her mind is I get to feel like I'm a good person and I confronted these people who I think are bad people and I get to feel like I did the right thing. It's fake morality? Well, yeah, it is fake morality.
Trying, if I may for a second, we've been trying that for over 50 years and it hasn't worked. It's only gotten worse. Every time leftist politicians say we need more playgrounds, but what do? They put graffiti, they put drug dealers, they destroy the playground.
Exactly, it's not working. Whether it's low IQ or something else or culture, who knows? And who cares, honestly? My wife, me, my family, my fellow Germans, my fellow Europeans, to be able to live in safety and in peace. I just want peace and safety. We just want peace and safety. But these leftists, I guess they want war.
They're painting flags of other countries there.
They shoot up the place. It just doesn't work. Well, for the same reason that if you pick up a scorpion, it will sting you. Certain people have certain cultures, and when you import these people, you import their cultures.
Exactly, 100%.
You import their behavior and their habits. If you import Africans to a city, the city will eventually become African.
So you think there's some element of biological determinism? There's some instinctive traits relative
Scorpions bite.
So I think for you, it's a biological essentialism.
Well, I wouldn't say that because that's illegal in Belgium.
Many books.
I wouldn't say that because that's illegal in Belgium. I really like this guy. I do.
I never said that.
But if you would in another country, I think you could say it in the US. You can say
He can say it,
right?
yeah.
I can say a lot of things, yeah. In the USA, for now.
Has there ever been a European city that imported a lot of Africans, a lot of Middle Easterners that has improved? There's not.
They are destroying her. They are bringing arguments. They are debunking her. They are proving her wrong. They are bombing her with arguments that are totally defeating her right now.
Say it,
right?
yeah.
I can say a lot of things, yeah. In the USA, for now.
Has there ever been a European city that imported a lot of Africans, a lot of Middle Easterners that has improved? There's not a single example of successful assimilation or integration. It has never happened and it will never happen because you cannot make a cow into a horse and you cannot make a horse into a cow.
Do you as a woman feel safe in Brussels generally?
I don't live here.
She doesn't even live here.
Where do you live?
I don't live here.
No.
So she's talking and advocating for this shit. She's not even from there. Oh my God.
These people.
Wow.
Money,
This is
right?
what I really like about Europe and the far right is that your interest and the interest of a big corporation align perfectly.
No, it's
But
actually
they don't though. I think
Align
the other way.
perfectly. You know why? Because it's exactly what they say.
It's completely the other way.
I was only here to.
I'm actually being
Far right. Yep.
banned from every big corporation, every big bank, big finance, big social media, big media. Every big corporation is banning people like me, like Martin Zellner, like Tyler here. So no, our interests are not aligned. These big corporations want cheap labor and they've been importing them by the millions for the past decades.
Don't let's keep you here, yeah.
Destroyed her with arguments again. So for every nonsense that she says, they can destroy her with good arguments. I just want you to keep this in mind. So they are totally debunking her right now.
Anti-Semite claims on your Wikipedia, maybe.
Anti-Semite, did you hear that? So that's the first buzzword and the first insult.
Why would they be true?
Who cares? I'm sorry, but like, the world is so far past this. You're going to label somebody with a word, and now like this word magic, and it's like, oh my God, you can't call me that. Now I have to prove that you're wrong. Who gives a fuck?
These leftists have really devalued very serious words, like Nazi and so on. Like 20 or 30 years ago, if you had called someone that would have been crazy. They would have thought you're crazy. But nowadays, they say it all the time. Now it's like whatever.
Who cares what some random person says on the internet? It doesn't even matter.
Are you Jewish?
No, absolutely not. Just because the.
Are you Jewish?
I know that if I ask you further, what makes it a big pharma.
So if you are against the Great Replacement, you are anti-Semitic?
Exactly. I mean, I think.
Oh, guys, if you want to protect your own culture and your own heritage, then you hate Jews. Okay.
You can
Interesting.
do your own research.
Yeah. You have to do your own research.
Do your own research.
I do not wish you the best.
She does not wish you the best.
I really wish that your endeavors really fail.
She really wishes that they fail.
And I wish you to make the least amount of money.
And the least amount of money. Now, I want to summarize here. Every nonsense that she said could easily be proven wrong with good arguments. So they destroyed her with actual facts and arguments. And now she ran out of things to say and she doesn't know what to do. She's probably panicking. And now she's throwing out insults because she's been cornered with arguments. Now she doesn't know what to do. She's been defeated with arguments. And now she resorts to insults and buzzwords and being mean and obnoxious. That's what these people do. The right has all the facts, the rising crimes, etc. But then the left turns into this, insults you, panics, wishes you bad things. That's what's going on in this world right now.
Sometimes leftists want to claim as if this is some natural phenomenon. They will say, well, migration is something that's always happened. It's just natural. People come and go. That's not true. Never in history has there been such a huge wave of migrants from completely contradictory.
Actually, that's not true. There have been a lot of instances where a huge amount of migrants came from a foreign place. An example is whenever we came to America. That didn't end very well for the American Indians.
True.
Not good for them.
True.
Really bad, actually.
Should have had closed borders.
Super bad.
Parts of the world, the third world, coming here, bringing their own identity, their own ideas, their own cultures, religions that are completely incompatible with our culture. Of course, people have migrated intra-European from one country to another. That's normal. But importing millions upon millions of people that are impossible to integrate.
Also, what's so crazy? The left wants to mass import Islam. The left. With like gay parades, Pride Month, everything is gay, trans, etc. But in Islam, where women have to cover their entire body, they cannot show any hair, they can only ever go outside with a male guardian. Gay people, I think they are executed there. Very extreme oppression going on there. Basically the opposite of what the left wants, right? So how is it that the left is importing the opposite of what they actually always want and advocate for? They are importing their own demise. Like, there's no thinking, no logic involved at all. They are importing what they don't want. We're actually living in a circus with clowns, and these people do look like clowns, as I said earlier, with their nose rings and their colored hair. Like, they are all about feminism and female empowerment, but then they mass import a culture where women are oppressed like crazy. It's
And since 2015, due to Merkel and some other left.
This is the face of evil. I, unfortunately, have to live in this country, in Germany, with my wife. We've actually considered moving, yeah. We're actually considering moving to a different country because Germany is crap.
If you import millions of third worlders, then your democracy ceases to be a democracy. You need a demos, you need a people, a nation of similar high trust people, of ethnically the same people, homogeneously the same people, to have a working, functioning democracy. If we import people from all over the world, then a democracy just becomes a competition of ethnic voting blocks. And that's what we see in Belgium, and that's exactly what we see here in Brussels.
I like this guy.
Dries took me to a stark example of history being rewritten in real time, further advance mass migration, and weaponize white guilt.
All right, Dries, what is this?
Also, this monument.
I want to talk about white guilt. The left tries to make you feel so guilty for being white. They think white is so evil, specifically white men, when really white men ended a lot of evil. Look at this. I used AI here. While in other parts and third world countries of the world, they still do this crap, the white man ended it, okay?
Is actually the perfect anecdote to everything that's wrong in Belgium and in the West. This monument is dedicated to the Belgian soldiers that died defeating and combating slavers and Arab slave traders at that. So this
see, the white man ended it. The white man is great.
Actually says that Belgian military men died valiantly defeating the Arab slave traders. But as you can see, the word Arab here has been chiseled out of the rock of this monument, because many years after this monument was inaugurated, the Arabs started coming or started being imported to Brussels and to Belgium, and it's so as not to offend the many Arabs that now make up the majority of this city. So they are literally rewriting history as we stand next to it, so as not to offend the newcomers. So our youth is being told lies so as not to offend the newcomers.
And they've literally chiseled out what word?
Actually changing, rewriting history. It's insane. Actually lying.
As I said before, it's never enough.
The right is way too soft.
It's never enough. And keep in mind, they still spray painted and they still defaced the monument after they did this.
The left does all of these crazy things, shooting, doing this here. The right is so reasonable. And one could argue too reasonable.
They're censoring stone text now. They will destroy history. I know. Of course.
Specifically.
The word Arab. So this says the Belgian military men fought valiantly to defeat the slave traders. And this says Arab slave traders. So this is very little known, because we are being taught about the slave trade, but we are never taught that for many tens of thousands of years, slavery was very normal, and it's us, Europeans, Christians, that ended slavery.
Exactly. Stop with the white guilt. White is amazing. We ended it. Civil War, USA, ended it.
All across the world.
Who
and
still
many
has slavery,
brave European
right?
men died trying to end slavery and successfully, at least in Europe, ended slavery.
True.
And we fought against the Arab slave traders that didn't want to lose their valuable trade. And many of our people died, but today their sacrifices are forgotten, are made to be forgotten by literally chiseling out our history for self-hatred.
That
It wasn't
is
even
insane.
the Arabs here that
Wow.
were demanding for this word to be removed. It was a self-hatred of leftist whites that says we need to remove this so as not to offend.
I got hammered in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Brussels, fully insulated from the top-down demographic engineering and the problems that come with it that the everyman in Brussels has to live with. For example, so Dries, what is this court behind me?
Well, this is the Jan Cruyff Court, and it was inaugurated 2 years after the Brussels attacks, terrorist attacks on the airport and the metro station here in Brussels, in which many people died, a Islamic terrorist attack.
Exactly. That's what's being imported. In masses, in millions.
And then 2 years later, politicians came here in Molenbeek with high security, and they inaugurated this new football field. They said it was to bring communities together, but less than 24 hours after the inauguration, after the police had their kumbaya moment and their pictures, the local youth here from Molenbeek completely destroyed the court, set it on fire, destroyed the shed with all the material.
Of course.
They put glass.
It's because they support the terrorism. That's the reason why.
Obviously.
The reason why they're doing this is because they support and are in favor of terrorism.
Of course.
Like, I don't see how this
of cultural enrichment
isn't obvious. Duh, of course.
All over the field was completely destroyed, which is a
Sucks
very bad
for the
signal,
kids.
of course. No, the thing is, it's
The
so
kids are gonna grow up
symbolic
and be the
because
same.
leftists very often will say, "Oh, these people they just need more playgrounds, they just need more recreational areas." But when you give them these, basically as a way of saying thank you for the Brussels attacks, then they completely destroy it less than 24 hours later.
So they claimed it was a bridging moment, but in reality you view it as a gift to them, a reward almost?
These terrorists, they were even housed here in Molenbeek. Slaab Deslam, who is a horrible terrorist, was searched for a long time by police all over Europe. And he was hiding in plain sight here in Molenbeek. And
of course, if you let them all in without any checks or without any control, of course. They come here without any documents, without a passport or anything. Of course.
the community really fostered him. The community just welcomed him.
I see, hiding in plain sight, right?
Many of the people here knew that he was here, yet he could hide here.
While this neighborhood became a symbol of ethnic clannishness and failed assimilation, let's go visit another neighborhood known for its diversity and growing multi-ethnic population.
Yeah, this is a daycare here in the heart of Brussels. And it's been set on fire some time ago, and mainly because it has the logo of the city on it.
Because it has the logo of the city on it, it has been set on fire.
Most of the migrant youth will just attack anything that belongs to the city, even a daycare where children of their own community come. This is also a place a few meters from where we're standing, where a few days ago an elderly white man was violently, this park, was violently robbed by...
News like this. I see many of these every single day on X. It's insane. You have no idea. I couldn't even begin to describe how bad it is. Stabbings from behind into the neck, decapitations. I could show you some of them, but there's just too many. Like if I showed you 5 now, then you would think, oh, only those 5? If I showed you 20, you would think, okay, 20. No, it's hundreds. It's every day. Many of such events every day. Too many to show now.
by 2 immigrants, and then afterwards, after they stole his wallet, they were taunting him with a smartphone, filming his face, kicking him in the ribs, and this video went viral worldwide. But this is what happens here daily, so the roofs are a problem because they can throw things at you.
Now imagine this. It happens daily in Brussels, Belgium, this small country. Now imagine Germany, France, Spain, Netherlands, Europe. It's insane how much of this happens.
I see, so we need to be wary of the roof.
And that's actually what happens very often.
That's the reason why you need to put them next to the old people. You got to have enough of those to happen, then maybe people will take it seriously. Because you got to keep in mind, right? Must have been a racist. Yeah, you voted for that? Yeah, too bad. Too bad. You shouldn't let it happen. That's super dangerous. Yeah, that's why I said put more of them over there.
If you vote for the import of millions of such people, you should have to live with the consequences of that.
Because there is a critical mass of those events happening that will cause people to change their minds.
So they will, the daycare was, they set it on fire, but they will very often set these bins on fire or
Now listen to this. I watched this with my wife yesterday. This is insane.
cars on fire. And then the fire trucks will come, or ambulances will come, and then they will start throwing rocks. They will throw rocks off the buildings on the firemen.
So they set trash bins and cars on fire, and then when the firefighters come and want to get rid of the fire, then these foreigners attack the firemen with stones, throw rocks on their heads. Just let this marinate for a bit. Just think about this.
A lot of times they get hurt very badly.
Throw rocks
and it's gotten so bad that even first responders...
Throwing some shit. Throwing some shit.
The first responders have to wear bulletproof or stab-proof vests.
They're throwing rocks at us right now.
Stab-proof vests.
Question, how is the neighborhood? What is your judgment of
How's the neighborhood got?
In broad daylight, right next to the baby.
Let's keep going. So they threw a giant rock.
For what? What did they do? Oh yeah, they had a phone. Ooh, evil! In broad daylight, a huge rock. There's a family with a baby or a young kid. For just walking there with a phone?
Let's be aware of our surroundings here.
What the fuck?
We should get out. We should get out.
Let's go.
We should definitely get out.
Okay, let's do a little jog. Let's do a little jog. Have a safe day. It's a big ass rock. That to the head will kill us.
That was attempted murder.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of a rock. I don't want to get hit with a rock.
This is normal in Europe now, by the way. That's how bad it is. I'm not exaggerating. This is real. This is true. This is how bad it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was like 2 fists together.
Why are we?
There was about 10 masked guys running at us.
Let's move. All right, we're moving with intent.
Now they're being chased. Now they're being followed. Now they're being hunted.
These kids are too fat to catch up to us still. All right, we're back to civilization.
Jesus.
But how long will it last? I can't imagine a traditional news crew walking down there. So the irony being, I asked the family, does it feel safe in the neighborhood? And a massive rock
a few meters from their child.
From their baby in the carriage.
That was nothing short of attempted murder.
No police officer in sight.
This young rock-throwing engineer will walk away.
This engineer, yes. That's what the left likes to say. They like to push this narrative that, yeah, we're only importing engineers and doctors. Yep. Look at this doctor over there. Maybe so he gets a job, so he can heal you and get money or whatever.
Got free.
Is it illegal to throw a stone at someone's head?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I file a charge?
Yeah, sure.
Will anything happen?
Probably not.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Nothing will happen.
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
We're living in a circus. I keep saying it. We're living in a circus.
It's filmed and we can identify him, yes. But
they threw it from the roof.
There's no way we find the address.
In contrast, Dries is currently on trial for hate speech.
You need to really listen to this. This is where it got really depressing. Watching this video, at this point, it got really depressing. And it just shows that it might actually be too late. And I am currently reading George Orwell's 1984 with my wife. I'll just leave it there.
After discussing migrant crime supported by 100% provable facts and statistics.
Is not charged, look at what it says. Is not charged with spreading false information. He is charged with presenting facts in a way that incites hatred against persons on the grounds of one or more protected criteria in the anti-racism law. He's being charged for saying the truth.
Yes.
And they're even acknowledging that.
Yes. They are admitting that the facts and the statistics are correct. They are right. But you're not allowed to say it. It's illegal to tell the truth. It's illegal to mention facts and statistics.
That's right. Yep. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, wait. My camera. Okay, I put my camera somewhere else. Okay. Now you can actually read it. But you should watch the original videos. Now, I'm just reacting to a reaction here. Watch the original video.
This legal hell all began 8 years ago. Dries was criminally charged with racism and Holocaust denial for being in a group chat where someone else in it shared an edgy meme.
Memes should never be a crime, of course. Jokes should never be a crime. But in this case, it's even worse. Because as I said, I did not even post or see these memes. But it's worse worse because the memes were posted during the exam period when everyone is studying, and one of our guys said, let's have a laugh, let's relax during studying. Who here has the edgiest meme? You know how young guys are. Sure. They started looking on the internet, they found some edgy memes, and they posted these memes in a private group chat, obviously just to have a laugh. I did not post these memes, I did not make these memes, and I did not even see these memes, and all of this was proven in court. And then you say, okay, why then were you convicted? Well, the judge herself, she said, even though he did not commit any material acts, we are convicting you because you created an atmosphere in which other people posted these memes.
And to satisfy my curiosity.
And listen to this, and then remember that we are letting these Antifa terrorists run around and organize just terror attacks all around the country and all around in the West. This is what they do whenever they have power. This is what they do whenever they're able to do it. But for some reason, we're afraid of doing this.
The right is way too soft. The left is so crazy, and the right is way too soft.
Actually, what was the meme?
It was a meme of Adolf Hitler, and the meme said, like, you can't be racist if there is only one race. Nowadays, this is a normie joke. This is found all over social media. You have to know, 8 years ago, when they did this big expose to attack us, a lot of the boomers were not known with memes. And you have to know, after the first house raid, when they raided me, they took me out of bed. They came into my private home. They stole all of my devices, my smartphone, laptop, every CD-ROM, every USB drive. They stole this, and then they did not just investigate this to try to find something illegal on there. No, they gave it to the hostile press, and for years on end they used my private information.
So they gave his information to the press? Oh my god.
My private messages, photos, all of my private life, my private data, for years to attack me and my family and the people around me. So
and by the way, the only way to stop this is to weaponize these types of behaviors against them. It's not enough to just simply not do this yourself. You have to engage in this behavior to get rid of this behavior. And I know people might not want to hear that, but you do. You have to fight fire with fire.
I want to make a comparison here that might seem a bit goofy. A long time ago, I wanted to play Diddy Kong Racing with one of my younger brothers. And I told him about the strategy where if you mash A, you actually drive faster than if you hold A. A weird little thing about this game anyways. I just told him as a fun fact. I wasn't gonna use it, but he used it. He used it and he was faster. So this comparison makes sense because the one who uses every tool and every weapon will win. The left is using shootings, the legal system, the media, authoritarianism. They are using everything that exists. And the right does not. The right is way too soft and reasonable.
You have to completely crush these people. If you don't do that, they will just continue to play on your principles to further their own.
They will do it. If you don't use the same tools, you're at a disadvantage.
It's really a form of state terror. When I started complaining about this on social media, they raided my house again. They took me out of bed, they dragged me to prison and they locked me up and they said, we're only gonna let you free, only gonna let you out of jail if you sign a paper with conditions. And one of the conditions was that I was not allowed to speak about what they were doing to me. And next week I will possibly be convicted for hate speech because I linked mass migration to crime. So even if I'm very careful, I may go to jail for what I say.
Damn. A few days after meeting Dries, the courts had decided his fate.
And this is where the video got really depressing. Just think about this. This is the world we live in right now. That's actually insane. And then, on one of the bus stations here in the city, a huge Europe poster, huge, talking about free press and free speech. These liars. These dirty liars. There is no free speech. It's crazy.
So they wanted to crack me, they wanted to break me in order to show all the young people in Belgium and in the Netherlands that if you do activism for your people, this is how you'll end up. Debanked, thrown out of university, ostracized, financially ruined, and even sent to prison if you don't bow down. Because they were offering me, if you bow down, we'll leave you alone. Of course, as you can see, I never bowed down. So they sent me to prison. They gave me a prison sentence for this. And the thing is...
For mentioning statistics and facts. That even the judge admitted was true. The stats are real. Everybody acknowledges this.
A lot of people are worried about state censorship, and state censorship is a real threat.
Yes, huge censorship, insane censorship.
But the biggest threat is self-censorship. By sending me to prison, millions of people in this very small
It's a chilling
country
effect.
are
He's right.
self-censoring themselves every single day.
Because they don't want to go to jail.
When they send a message to their family or friends, they will think, oh, maybe someday this message will be used against me in a hate speech case.
Exactly. And that's why it was so important that Elon bought X. Because now there's free speech again. Elon Musk buying X was a timeline-altering event for the better. So important. And what Asmongold is doing here as well. Influential people like this using their power to make the world better. I find this very important. Now my channel is super small. And I'm not expecting many views here on this video at all. But if I can reach even 4 or 5 people, I just want to do my part. Whatever I can do with my tiny channel. I'm not trying very hard to make it on YouTube. I upload 1 video a week. This is a small, tiny, little side hobby for me. So I'm not trying. But still, I want to do my part and do what I can. Do my part. Even if it's not much. I want to help. I want to achieve peace and safety. Anyways.
When they are in public and they want to say their opinion, they know, wait, in Europe, in the heart of Europe, in Brussels, you get sent to prison for your opinion if it goes against the leading narrative about diversity and whatnot. So that is the biggest threat, the self-censorship of so many people.
A few days after filming, Dries
Isn't that crazy?
Super crazy.
It's insane. Hope you promote this guy more often. Yeah, I know. People are scared of what's going to happen to them. They can't arrest all of us at once. Yeah, but they do enough of it.
Was officially convicted for hate speech after stating 100% provable facts related to migrant crime.
Man.
The judge even admitted he was charged not for lying, but for presenting facts in a way that incites hatred against a protected group. That's right, the regime is using Dries to tell the rest of Belgium, if you speak an inconvenient truth that goes against our political objectives, we will do everything in our power to destroy you.
That's crazy.
Dries' legal battle and his
That's
ongoing
insane.
fight to speak the truth, go click the link in the description. Thanks for watching.
So, I know my channel is tiny and I'm not trying very hard with my 1 weekly video, but I want to do my part. So if even 4 or 5 people see this, then that's great. Then I'm happy about that. I want to do my part. I want peace, freedom, and safety back. Anyways, one more thing that I want to show you. 2 or 3 days ago, this here came out by Rupert Lowe. It's a, I think, 250 pages long document with reports of UK victims that were, let's say, assaulted by foreigners. And as you can see, it's pretty insane. Now there's also this here, and I won't play all of this, but maybe I can show you 1 or 2 reports. But watch the video.
He picked up the bottle of Jack Daniels, which was now empty, and he forced it up inside me. He broke the glass while he was there. At that point, I was about 12, nearly 13. Another testimony. I was held down by the men as they each took turns to orally and vaginally rape me, taking it in turns to pin down my arms and my legs. When the assault ended, the men hit me repeatedly.
I will try to censor this video. I'm afraid even with that, this video will probably get shadow banned and not pushed a lot in the algorithm.
Comments were constantly made suggesting that white girls, the Christian girls, were viewed as having fewer morals or lower values.
See? They hate white people. And not only them. Leftists among us hate white people.
Whereas Muslim girls were described by some of the men as having dignity and higher moral standing. These comparisons were used to justify the way I was treated and to further humiliate and control me. Another. Race did play a part and motivated the selection or demographic of the victims. Throughout my exploitation, the other girls I encountered or who were abused alongside me were almost exclusively white. He put a cigarette out on the baby's face. Another, it started when I was 13. I was raped by probably about 600 or 700 different men over 3 years. I was bleeding from both my vagina and my back passage and was so swollen I could not sit down. Another, the main clash that I kind of had with the religion side of it was I grew up as a Christian. I would wear my cross because it was something really special to me. It was just used as a way to break me down. They said, "Where is your God now? Has your God forsaken you?" Another, it was all of the white girls in every home that I went to. I remember a man opening the back of a van and I saw 15, 20 girls locked in dog cages. Another. Dogs were brought in, and I couldn't move at all. I had nowhere to move. I think that was the scariest thing, was not having any concept of it. There were men around me, not horrified, not disgusted, not helping, but filming and laughing, making bets on whether the dog could actually rape me or not. And yes, I was raped by a dog.
I'll stop it here. Guys, the left is evil, the right is trying to save the world, and I'll end the video here.
And we finally have the number that we've been waiting to receive. 87 to 95% of rape gang members were Muslims.